Holy shit, you guys. Welcome back to the Lifted podcast. I don't even really know what to say, but we have taken a long hiatus off of podcasting. Is that even what you call it? So we're back. We're back. That's crazy. Can we celebrate? We should celebrate. We've already celebrated. Girl had a dab the last time that she posted and the last time that I filmed. I actually just filmed half an episode and I got through the episode and I was like, I don't love this. So we're restarting. Hi. Literally, I hope you guys are high. Here's the thing. It has been like a year since I have podcasted. And I think we need like an update. Not an update. I think we need more of what this podcast is going to be because obviously things have changed, but not just what this podcast is going to be. Also, I want to go through everything that I have learned personally in the past year. Not everything, but a few things. Also, just a few important things because we need to talk about it. So, first off, I do feel like the Lifted podcast I really feel like Lifted has taken this feminine energy, like women support women, feminine, includes mental health, gym vibe, which if you could explain Lifted in like 4 words or 5 words, that's what it would be. Like gym, feminine, lifted, obviously, vibes. We need to be chill, okay? I feel like if I'm smoking and I'm listening to a podcast, that's what I want. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is saying no when you don't have a reason to say no. Also, for those of you that are watching this part cut out. I don't know, my mic was being stupid, not sure. But this is basically what I want to go into. So, let's do it. When I go on like dates or when I meet up with people or whatever, 100% of the time it's something that I already want to do. So the food will be something that I actually want. You know how everyone has this joke of like, oh, girls never know what they want. We do know what we want. We know what we want. We just don't want to say it because we're scared that the other person might not want it. So what I've started to do is say, take that like emotion from the other person out of it and say what the fuck I want. So if I want like a healthy bowl, and I know this guy is like not healthy, I'm still gonna get the healthy bowl. I am because he asked me what I wanted. It's not him being like I don't care about your options. I want what I want. And you are asking me, they literally, here's the thing is, here's something else that I learned. This is probably just going to be a huge ramble and we love that. Okay. If you're like at your house making candy or something, I love that for you. Okay. Just listen and yap with me. No, but what I did realize is like men like to help, like they like to make the woman happy. It's just like their biology. It's what they want. Like they genuinely do. And if they don't, fuck them. But no, they usually do. And if you get it and and they complain or something, you asked me. You literally asked me what I wanted. I told you what I wanted. Don't complain, you know? And a good man will not complain. But I'm just saying, like, if there is a point when you need to say, this is really going all over the place, but we almost care too much about what other people think. And we care too much about the consequences and we care too much about the reaction. But realistically, when you say no to something that you don't want, you're preserving your energy, and the way that the other person reacts or the way that whatever happens, at least you got out of it. Like literally, I feel When we say no and when we're scared to say no, it's often because we're caring so much about what other people think. And we're caring so much about other people. And I think solo traveling and being by myself for so long, it hasn't even been that long, it's been like a year, you guys. But being by myself for this year has really taught me that, like, when you say no, you first of all, you set that boundary and people oftentimes won't cross it. Second, I would rather people say no. Like, if you asked your friend to go do something, wouldn't you rather they say no than like yes and then all of a sudden they like hate their experience doing it? You know, like, and at least you know that that friend doesn't now want to do that. So, like drinking, I feel like, oh my God, this is like a huge thing in my life. Actually, I don't drink much, you guys. Like, even when I'm out with my friends, they're all drinking. I won't really drink. It's just my thing. I just don't love it. I would much rather do drugs. Okay. Let's just put that out there. I would rather smoke. I would rather have an edible. I would rather do some mushrooms, something, anything but drinking. Okay. Sometimes I drink occasionally. It's not my first thing. It's not like I'm sober or anything. I just don't love it. And usually, when you go out with people that are drinking, like my friends are fine. My friends will not pressure me. But if I'm with new people or whatever, there's always the question, why aren't you drinking? Like, but of course, I'm saying no because I genuinely just don't want to. I'm not just going to drink just because everyone else is. But if I was me a couple years ago, I would say yes because I wouldn't want to be the odd one out or the black sheep or the weird one, right? But then I would have a shitty experience. So a lot of times saying no is just like giving yourself a better experience. A lot of times also when you start to actually learn about yourself and you start to actually accept like who you are as a person, you're more inclined to say no to things because you understand things that you like and what you don't like. And this is why this is why I recommend solo travel or doing things on your own, at least moving away from your hometown to everyone, because it helps you find you as a person rather than you as what your mom and dad see you as, what your friends see you as, what your sister sees you as, what your brother sees you as. Like, it takes away all of those already almost like perceptions of you. You know how when you start doing something different and your friends are all like, uh, what the fuck? They're like, who is this person? But when you meet new people, or when you move, or when you're around new people, you can be whoever the fuck you want. It is so fun. It's so fun. Like, I feel like my whole style now has opened up and just like me as a person has changed because of literally that. Because, like, what else, like, who, what, I mean, I can do something weird and nobody's like, oh, what are you doing? They're like, oh, that's just her. It's just what she does. That's normal. Or like, I can change my entire fucking identity tomorrow. Like, change my hair, change my clothes, whatever. People are going to be like, yep, that's pretty on brand. She's kind of fucking crazy. And I'm accepted for it. And I love it. I love it. So that went on a whole tangent, but basically, I have learned to start saying no to things that I do not want to do. I have another story for you. This might relate, might not relate, but I think it's actually something that when I did this, I was like, you fucking brilliant bitch. You are brilliant. If you guys hear noises in the background, it snowed yesterday, this morning, and yesterday, and this afternoon. Hence why I'm making a podcast, because what the fuck else am I going to do but drive on the shitty roads? And they are now plowing the snow. So when I was in Arizona, I like was going to meet up with this guy. And, you know, obviously we hadn't met each other. We were just going to hang out. I don't call things dates. I do not call them dates. It's not my thing, okay? until we're actually wanting to date, until we're actually fucking interested in each other. It's not a date. We're not dating. We're not going on a date. We're just going to hang out. So, first off, red flags all around because I planned it all. And I don't normally do this. I would never normally do this actually. However, I was like, I don't know you. I kind of want to do what I want to do and I want to enjoy it. Okay. So I said, let's go watch sunset because I watch sunset every night. So it's already something that I fucking want to do. I picked the place because he didn't fucking pick the place, even though he's from there. Whatever. I picked the place and I literally am like, yeah, like whatever this is, what time we have to meet because sunset is now or is whatever time. We have to be there a little bit before because we should probably chat and hang out and whatever, and we can smoke like he smoked as well, and we can chill. And tell me why. Actually, this is it. I mean, to be honest, it kind of turned out exactly how I wanted it to turn out, because that was just the mood that I was in that day. So I show up, have not heard from this man all day, not heard from him. I texted him in the morning, but like it was just because he had texted me back. And then I texted him before I left my place, and I was just like, hey, by the way, I'm heading there. Like, I'll meet you there. No answer. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm bringing my gardening tools anyways. And we're going to garden and watch sunset. I get there, no message. And I'm like, okay. So of course I find a little cozy spot on the hill, and I start seshing and like whatever, and I'm listening to my music and I'm just having like I probably had the best time. It was probably the most beautiful sunset as well. Arizona sunsets are next fucking level. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved every second of it because it was already something that I wanted to do. And tell me why I get to my car after sunset and this man messages me and tells me he tells me he's on the way. He's keep in mind this is like we were supposed to meet say maybe at 6. Sunsets at like 7:30 I think it was. I sat there, like the sun sets and then it still gets even prettier. I sat there till 8:30 probably. Like I was there for a good time, okay? A good amount of time. Tell me why. When I was about to leave, I was leaving. Leaving. Sun has fucking set, you guys. The sun is set. And this man tells me he's on the way. Ghosted. 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 I could not ghost someone so quick. I was like, wait. I'm so confused at this whole. What? The sun is set, bro. The sun has set. Oh, my nose is running. Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about roles. Because I really feel like this is something that has been highlighted in my life recently is like the not the gender roles, but kind of the gender roles. And I almost hate to call them the gender roles, but they're fucking gender roles. I don't know what else to call them. I feel like I have always been someone that has just like been very independent and done my own thing and kind of like run the show, and like you guys know I'm run a business, and like I'm very like independent is what I would say, I guess. And a lot of times when you're really independent, you don't really accept help from other people, or you struggle to ask for help, or yeah, like you're fucking lifting furniture by yourself. Like, let's be real, there's a lot of girls in here that are like, yes, I would love to lift furniture by myself, but what I've really been leaning into is like asking for help and like realizing that people like actually want to help you. Like people actually feel this first of all, it helps you when you help other people. Like, how good does it feel when you've helped someone else? Like, it feels fucking good. Other people want to do that for you. They want to do it. They want to do it for you. Don't know how else to say this to you, but they do. And I have started asking for help a lot more, and it feels really fucking good, you guys. Really good. I like even okay, so I just moved into a new place, and having men here to help, next level. Next level. Oh my god. I love it. It helps so much. It is so helpful. I don't know what else to tell you. And just having this, like, I don't even really want to say this, actually, but like, I love just being a girl. I love leaning into my feminine side. As much as I go to the gym and I'm pretty strong. Like, not that strong, but kind of strong. And I could definitely lift all my groceries myself. But if I am with a man, he will be carrying them. And I actually just like appreciate that so much. Like, I want a guy in my life that will do that for me. Just to do that for me. Like, I think this actually came from Bali. Okay, when I was in Bali, the guys that I was hanging out with, and like most of the locals that you hang out with, if you ever go to Bali, they will carry all of your shit. All of it. I remember, do you guys remember Kevin? If you remember Kevin, you were here for that era. If you don't, you don't. Kevin and I were friends, and if you know, you know. Nothing crazy, you guys, don't worry. Whenever we were at the beach or whatever, we'd always go watch sunset at these beaches. Friends, okay? And when I would take off my shoes, my sandals, my flip-flops, every single time I would never carry them. Ever, 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 even if I wanted to, even if the first couple times I was like, Kevin, like, stop, like, it's fine. No, he's like, you're a woman. Like, we do that for our women. We do it anytime, whatever. Like, you guys just be. Literally just be. And I was like, wait, what? What does that even mean? Like, little old Elise is like, oh, I can just exist and I don't have to do anything? What the fuck? So I think that's almost where that came from. And it was like soul healing, you guys, because now I feel, you know, when someone does something for you and you feel bad and you would just rather do it yourself because you're like, now I feel bad. I don't feel that. I don't feel that. Because if someone's like offering to do something for you or offering to help you, or I just honestly, genuinely, like, I do think that biology is just biology. Like, men are just they're just stronger. Like, they are. Literally, the amount of guys that will come into the gym for the first fucking time and they can bench a plate, and I'm like, dude. I've been here forever and I can't do that. And it's like, okay, let them do what they're fucking good at. Here's another thing. I'm just going to piggyback off of that. Men and women's roles are just so different in your life. I would rather go for dinner with my girlfriends than go for dinner with a boyfriend. Sorry, but you guys talk about boring shit most of the time. And also, I don't really want to have an in-depth conversation about shit with you. I don't really want to. I would rather have that conversation with my girlfriends. Here's the thing. Can we normalize this? Let's normalize going for dinner with our girlfriends and like, or a girlfriend dressing up, acting like it's a date, but for our girlfriends, okay? And your man can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. But tell me why. I almost guarantee you that every time if I did that, you would get some. You would get some when I come back home because I'm happy and my cup is full and I got to yap with my girlfriends and I got to have a good time. I don't, I think I used to think that I was a quality time person. And don't get me wrong, I am a quality time person. I still want some of your time. But I don't I would like to get dressed up with my girlfriends, go out with my girlfriends and like, and come back a little bit tipsy and, crazy and whatever. Like pick me up from the wherever I went. Um that sounds more fun to me than going for a dinner date with my boyfriend, whatever you are. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that. Who knows? Maybe one, but like, I also think that we have so much pressure on these guys that, like, we're putting pressure and being like, you have to be everything in my life, everything all the time. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. And I don't want that. I want you to have your own thing, do your own thing, go do something else, you know? Anyway, this is getting crazy. So, asking for help is huge, though. I really do think that asking for help is like, you guys know I post like very, I wouldn't even really call them like sexual photos on my Instagram, but I would say very just like sexy photos on my Instagram. And hey, that's a fucking vibe. I like that. But also, first off, I think to me, it's more art. And to some people, they're going to be like, oh my God, like, I don't know. People are going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. I don't really care. But I think that looking at my body and myself as art rather than, like, I think this falls under this whole like decentering men thing is like, men are, of course, going to see these photos and be like, holy shit, like they're, whatever. Women, though, we kind of see it and like some of the photo shoots that I do, we put so much effort into like planning them and effort into how the outfits are going to be, what it's going to look like, what the vibe is going to be. But then also, I'm spending time working on my body leading up to these photo shoots and stuff. And I think that, yes, like, how do I even explain this? It's so hard to explain. But I feel like women are going to look at it and be like, holy shit, like, you put so much time and effort into it. Look at the vibes. Like, they're going to see the whole picture and vibe and whatever. And also, of course, you're going to see the body. Of course you are, because that's what we're trying to accentuate in all of these photo shoots, in all of the stuff that I do, because I want to. But it's like, it's so different. I feel like it really is this like decentering men thing that I'm going through that like, and a lot of girls are going through. Instagram, I saw this thing. Instagram is literally just women hyping up women and hating on men. It is. That is exactly what it is. And I love it there. I literally love it there. You guys hype the shit out of the women and then like any men that hate on it, because men are going to comment their shitty hate comments and be like, you're a whore and you're a slut and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, come on. Like, it's obviously not what we're going for. We love looking hot. We love looking sexy. We love putting out this feminine energy. And it's art. Like it is. You have to get the lighting right. You have to get your body right. You have to get whatever. Like everything has to be right. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I love the space that we're in, where women are really just eating that shit up. And yeah. Um, okay, let's talk about another thing that I've learned in the past year. Um, Another thing that I've learned, and this one is, I feel like it's very important for me. Hustle culture is not it. Nope, not it. Not it. It is not it, and it never has been it. It never has been. I I understand that people want to work really hard, and that's great. And you do that. You have fun with that. But me, I'm going to I'm going to go do my own thing, okay? I would like to have balance in my life, and I've loved creating this balance in the past year has been so healing. Like, I know when to take a day off. I know when to take time off. I force myself to take time off. I force myself to do what I need to do in order to just like be me, I guess. Like yesterday, I literally just like sat. I fucking microdosed mushrooms. Well, it wasn't really a microdose. I would say I tripped. And I made this bracelet. This is like the cutest fucking bracelet ever. And I pulled tarot cards. I love tarot cards. I actually have a deck right here. And I got it gifted from one of the girls that I met in Denver. I pull cards like every week, multiple times a week. And I pulled cards, and it was really cool because everything that I pulled just like you guys just it was a great time, okay? And that is exactly what I needed. But I worked in the morning. I got all my shit done, and then I was like, bitch, do you take some time off, chill out. And oftentimes, like, this whole hustle culture thing, it's not good for, first, let's talk about the gym, okay? It's not good for you bitches that are going to the gym. If you are hustling constantly and you're constantly stressed, I think it's like 99% of the time or 98% of the time or something, stress, it affects your results. Always. Your body won't react. It won't react because you're too stressed. So if you have that and you were trying to make gains in the gym, good luck, bitch. Good luck, because it's not going to work. I know that everything's expensive, and it's kind of hard to not hustle right now, but if you can find that balance, I really urge you guys and like push you guys to try to find that, because even if on a Wednesday afternoon you decide to take some mushrooms because you have the day off or something, do that. I'm not telling you guys to do anything, but do that. It literally, creating this balance has, first of all, my designs have become better. This is fucking beautiful. I would not have been able to do that. We do have a designer, so I send her all my ideas. I wouldn't have had this idea or made time for this idea if I was constantly working, because I would constantly be doing shit that I don't want to do, and then I would just be burnt out, and then I'd be like, what now? Now what? Finding time to just chill and lean the fuck into that feminine energy that we all need. I hate that I'm calling it feminine energy because it sounds really fucking woo woo, but it's not woo woo. It's literally like, let yourself be a girl. Let yourself be feminine. I feel like we almost forget that we are feminine beings because of this hustle culture. You know what I stopped doing as well? I stopped listening to these podcasts about hustle culture, because that's all I would listen to. And it would be like, in order to be better and do this, and I'm like, ah, no, 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 I don't want to do that. So I stopped listening to them. Any sort of hustle culture, any sort of being better, doing better. Don't get me wrong. I love a good podcast about branding, because I really feel like I'm interested in branding and how branding works. But any sort of thing that's like Alex Hermosi, love the guy, great, good, like Alex Hermosi's content is really good, but it's too aggressive. It is way too aggressive for this feminine vibe that I'm trying to give, and this feminine vibe that I'm just trying to lean into, because I don't want to work all the time. I don't want to work all the time. I don't want, it's just not something that I want. Like, and that's okay. I think we need to realize that it is okay to just be. Like, it is okay to just be what we want. We don't need all this money, and we don't need, yes, money buys happiness because it buys rave tickets. No, it really does buy happiness. But you can still make money. Like, I do find that I work in the morning every morning and I work fucking hard. But again, like, if you are constantly working, I find for myself, if I'm constantly working, the hours that I'm putting in are not quality hours. Like, I'm just sitting and staring at my laptop. If I take a day off or some time off or a night off, even just a night off, here's another thing is if you're a business owner like myself and I choose my own hours. I could work every morning and have every afternoon off. And if that works for me, that works for me. So I can take mushrooms on a fucking Wednesday if I wanted to. But the thing is, like, because I worked and worked hard and, did all my shit that I needed to do, like, I can take that time off. And I like doing that for myself. I like being like, you know what? No, today I'm going to work all day and I'm going to work late sometimes. And then I'm going to have that little bit of time off. But I mean, it does depend on your career and what you're doing and whatever. But if you are a business owner, just remind yourself to do that. I think it's so grounding for us to have some time. Um, yeah, I like even feels because it is snowing outside today, of course. Canada, that's Canada for you. So I did fill my apartment with like I make candy, which is like those bracelets. So fun. I have coloring books. I have tarot cards. I have color by numbers. I haven't started that yet. I should really start that. And what that does for me, anyways, as someone that works online, is it gets me offline. So I can listen to my little podcast about branding or I watch Kardashians all the time. It just shuts my brain off. It's fun for me. And then I just color or I listen to music and color. And it's like, we need those because we need to get offline and we need to not be online so much. And especially for myself, like just, being online and working online and constantly thinking about socials and thinking about platforms and whatever, it really does help. Um, yeah, I feel like those are some of the most important lessons that I've learned. One last lesson that I've learned this year is connections and people in my life are everything. Like, I actually was talking to this girl that I met the other day about this, that I, because I built my life very independent, like I'm alone all the time and like work alone and whatever, it's hard for me to make connections. And that has just been my life. Like, I mean, maybe at the beginning of my life I was a little bit better, but now I'm starting to build that up again and try again to build these connections and build my relationships. And, solo traveling, you can get lonely sometimes, or, you know, you just don't have people in different countries. And, like, yeah, I do feel like I put so much more effort into my relationships. Like, one of my friends is like, you're the only one that comes over to my house. And I'm like, dude, of course. Like, I, first of all, I want to see you, I want to hang out, but also, it's so healing for me to hang out with other people. Like, it is, and build those connections and have those conversations. And yeah, so I force myself. Sometimes when you're alone all the time, you just want to stay alone all the time. Force yourself to go out, force yourself to go do things. It is so healing. There's never been a time where I've gone somewhere and not liked it. Like, I've always felt like I've gotten something from it. That one thing that people are sharing right now is when your goal is to experience, everything is good. When that's your only goal is to experience, like everything just meets that. So go into these things like I just want to experience and I just want to like be there. And, you know, also one of my goals is just connecting with people more, is just connecting and talking and building those relationships. And yeah, and I really feel like I've been doing that, which is so nice for me. I feel like I'm healing a part of me that didn't know it needed to be healed, you know, from all of these things, from everything that I've been doing. Um, Raving, also, if anyone's in the rave culture, like you guys know that rave culture, a lot of times raves change people's lives completely. Like I would say it did, 100%. I've met some of my best friends raving. I go to raves with some of my best friends. You build that relationship so easily and quickly. And um, yeah, shout out to my rave bitches. That's Connections are everything, you guys. Relationships, we're humans. We want that connection and that feeling. I can feel my stomach growling. I need to eat breakfast. I literally haven't eaten yet. So I'm gonna run, but I fucking missed you guys. I love this, and I hope you guys have the best week. I will see you guys in the next episode, and yeah, I missed the podcast. Bye, guys.